to rethink solutions to a problem. I don't know about you, but I never pictured my family on a whitewater rafting vacation in Colorado. We had tried rafting several times before with instructors and guides. All of us liked it. I come from a family of excellent athletes, and I sometimes have to work hard at holding my own. I didn't even mind when my sister, Marta, who is 14, kept correcting my technique. Because she's 3 years older, Marta believes it's her mission in life to make sure I do everything perfectly. Nina, hold your paddle this way. Nina, plant your feet firmly, she corrects. Honestly, sometimes she's full of herself, although I guess she means well. That morning, Dad had us assemble our equipment, as we had learned. He then took us through his checklist. Only Dad could read his checklist because his handwriting was so hard to decipher. Paddles, check. Helmets, check. Life jackets, check. Buckets, check. Until everything was accounted for. Then we boarded our raft for our second solo trip and headed down the beautiful Colorado River. Mom had mapped out our route, a novice's course with just enough whitewater to make it exciting. It felt great to navigate the raft, paddling in rhythm with everyone else. Dad and I sat in the rear, or stern, of the raft. Mom and Marta sat in the front, or the bow. From time to time, waves slapped against the sides of the raft, spraying water in our faces. Suddenly, I was distracted by a bear coming out of the trees. But it turned around and began to retrace its steps. All of us must have been distracted by that bear, because in the blink of an eye, we ran into a problem. Our raft came to a complete halt. "What's wrong?" I asked, hoping I didn't sound nearly as anxious as I felt. "Yikes!" exclaimed Mom. "We're stuck on some rocks." "Maybe a river guide will come by and give us a shove," suggested Marta. However, there wasn't a soul in sight. She tried shouting, "Hello out there!" All we heard back was an echo. To make matters worse, storm clouds were gathering. The last thing we needed now was a rainstorm. "Don't worry, folks, I know what we can do," said Dad. "It's the front of the raft that's stuck, so let's all sit in the stern. Our weight will probably shift the raft off the rocks." Carefully, Mom and Marta moved to the rear. Nothing happened. "Let's try swaying from side to side," urged Mom, looking up at the darkening sky. So we swayed and swayed, but the raft didn't move an inch. Dad even tried jumping a couple of times, but that didn't work either. Now it started to drizzle, and although no one wanted to admit it, we were running out of options. "Wait!" I yelled. I thought back to our rafting lessons. "What if we tried to lift the side of the raft away from the rocks?" I asked hesitantly. "Quick, let's try it," said Mom. We went to the front of the raft and lifted the side away from the rocks. Then we heard a little popping noise. We held our breath. "Did we tear the raft?" cried Marta. "No, we broke the suction between the raft and the rocks," said Dad, as he pushed off the rocks with his paddle. "We did it!" yelled Marta. "I mean, you did it, Nina. That was truly brilliant." "Good thinking, Nina," cheered Mom and Dad. By this time it was raining steadily, so we paddled really hard to return to land and wait indoors for the rain to stop. And how was I feeling? It's kind of hard to describe. I was on cloud 9. I felt like I could accomplish anything I wanted.
Okay, thank you so much, girls, for listening. Can you please let me know if you're following up? Hello?
Teacher,
Yes?
I'm not following up because the sound is very bad. The sound is very bad and I can't hear. And
Could you
also
read it?
I can't see this.
And teacher,
You already
I
have the
can't
text here.
see.
Okay, you already have the
I
text,
can't
so
see.
at least you can read it by yourself. Okay?
Mommy, can you?
Rahoda, can you start reading, please, in page 36?
Sure. Whitewater Adventure. I don't know about you, but I don't know about you, but I never pictured my family on a whitewater rafting vacation on Florida. We had tried rafting several times. And, Instructors and
Right.
got good guides. All of us liked it. I come from a family of excellent athletes and sometimes have holding my own. I didn't even mind when my sister Marta, who is 14, kept correcting my
Technique. My technique. Yes, thank you so much, Rahoda. I hope that everybody is following up with Rahoda so that you can just read the story for one more time after we listen to the text. And then after we finish reading, we can discuss it together. So please, if you can't hear the sound well, if you can't see the screen, kindly follow up with the book. You can read it from your book. Please prepare the books with you, girls. Dania,
Yeah.
can you continue reading, please?
Okay. We're in paragraph 2, right?
Yeah, because
That's
she's three. Because she's 3 years older.
Because she's 3 years older, Martha believes it's her mission in life to make sure I do everything perfectly. Nina, hold your paddle this way. Nina, plant your feet firmly. She corrects honestly. Sometimes she's full of herself, although I guess she means well. Can I continue?
Yes.
That morning, Dad had us assemble our equipment, as we had learned. He then took us through his checklist. Only Dad could read his checklist because his handwriting was so hard to
Decipher.
Paddles, check. Helmets, check. Life jackets, check. Buckets, check. Until everything was accounted for. Then we boarded our raft for our second solo trip and headed down the beautiful Colorado River.
Okay, thank you so much, Danduna. Riham?
Yes, teacher.
Can you read? Mom had mapped.
Mom had mapped out our route. And no voices, of course, with just enough white water to make it exciting. It feels great to navigate. The raft paddling the right. What's this word? After
Paddling in rhythm with everyone else.
Dad and I sat in the rear of the stern and the raft. Mom and Martha sat on the front of the bow. From time to time, waves slapped against the sides of the raft, spraying water in our faces.
Okay, that's great. Thank you. Thank you so much, Riri, and everybody. I just wish you girls, please, if you can read the title, yeah, Amina. Amuna. Can you tell us what's the theme of this story, Amina? Amina?
What?
Can you tell us what's this story talking about? Amuna. Hi.
Yes.
Yes, dear.
Hi.
Can you read the title of the story? White water.
Realistic.
Okay, this is the genre. I mean the title.
White water.
Yes.
White water. White water.
Adventure. Adventure. Yes. Can you read it again, please?
Adventure.
Yeah. So what?
White water adventure.
Okay, Amuna, what do you think this story all talking about? Did you read the story and you heard it? It's talking about what?
I read it from the first.
No, you don't have to read it. I mean, when you were reading with Riham and all the girls, could you get what this story
Yeah.
talking about? From the picture even, yeah, Ami.
Realistic fiction.
Yeah, it's a realistic fictional story because it's not real, but it could happen in the real life. But I mean, what it's talking about, what's the topic here? Is it talking about science, people who are playing, or what? Can you please tell us about what can you see in the picture?
They are swimming.
Okay, we can call it rafting, you mean?
Yeah. Yes, teacher.
Yes, Ayuna.
Rafting.
Okay,
Can I read
Muna.
Milo?
How to read? Teacher,
Can
I read Ariana?
I read,
Girls,
please?
why
Can I
you're late?
read?
Girls, why you're late? Rihanna, Mila, Tamara, why you're late? What's wrong?
What's late? Late. I'm not late.
You were late sometimes later than the other girls.
No,
I
I
wasn't late. I just came in the session.
So,
I came from Paris.
Teacher,
yes,
So early.
sorry,
can I ask
Tamara,
Can I read, please? Yes.
a
Tamara,
question about
the story or
Please, I
even
come
heard it?
early. Yes, teacher.
Can you tell us what's the general idea of the story? What story talk about mainly?
The what?
Tamara, are you there?
Yes.
Okay, could you read this story or no?
Okay.
Okay, did you read it or no?
Yeah, I did. With
Okay,
you
can you
guys.
tell us what's the main idea? What's the general idea? Like in page 36, can you read? What can lead us to think an idea? Read about how Nina, can you read it?
What?
Can you read the box down, page 36?
what's your problem?
The box that's written essential question. What can lead us to rethink an idea? Can you read what's under it? In that section in the one.
Teacher, can I read?
Okay. Can you read it if you can hear me? Who's speaking?
Teacher, I want to read.
Okay.
The part down the title.
Yes. Down the essential question. In page 36.
What can lead you to rethink an idea? Read about how Nina and her family used trial and error to rethink solution to a problem.
Yes, because they are trying to solve a problem. Could you please, one of you, if you know the problem, can you raise your hand and talk about it very shortly? Sama, can you? Emma, can you tell us what's the problem in the story? Okay, for the girls who raised their hands. Mila. Mila,
Yes, teacher.
can you tell us what's the problem, Mila, inside the story? What happened to the family?
Um, the rocks, they just see a rock, like
Yes, Mila. Can you raise your voice a little bit, please?
they saw they was want to fall and rock.
Okay, and then they saw the bear, you mean? Okay, and
The raft stuck.
yes, good. And then they were stuck on the rock. Good job, Mayula. And then who solved the problem?
There is a bear. There is a bear.
Yes,
And
when they
the
were,
girl shout.
okay, great. When they stuck with the rock and when they saw the bear, Yadana, who solved their problem? Dana?
Are you asking me?
Yes. Dana
Okay.
solved the problem by the end of the story. The dad?
What?
Dana, if you could read the story with us. Who solved the problem of the family? Who helped them to go on the water after they were stuck on the rock? Who solved the problem? Mother, dad, Martha? Who?
Mother.
Are you sure? Can you read the last page, Yadana? The last page of the story. One more time.
Okay.
Okay. If you could concentrate, girls. Can you please share your ideas with us? Dania? Dania, could you
Teacher,
solve the problem?
teacher, your voice is not clear. Can you repeat?
Can you tell us who solved the problem, Yadania?
Yeah, I can tell. It's Nina.
Yeah, good job. It's Nina, the sister, right? And could you know how did
Yes.
she do it?
What?
Could you tell us what did she do?
She did.
Okay, and if you can read the last page of the story, good job, Dania. You really said it correct. But I mean, which part that tells you that Nina did it?
It's in the last page, paragraph 4.
Okay, what
I
did
think.
from where you know?
No, paragraph 2 in page 39, right?
Yes, perfect. Can you read it, Dania, please?
Okay, quick, let's try it, said Mom. We went to the front of the raft and left sideways from the rocks. Then we heard a little popping noise. We held our breath.
Perfect. I mean,
Did we tear the raft? Cried Martha. No, we put a section between the raft and the rock.
okay. Good job, Dania. Thank you so much. This is exactly the solution of the story.
You're welcome.
What if we try to lift the side of the raft away from the rock? Good job, girls. Okay, can you please just remember what means realistic fiction? What means realistic fictional story? Why do we say that about the story? May Yuya? Hi, May.
Yes.
May, can you tell us what means realistic fiction?
Realistic fiction, it means something that didn't happen but can happen.
Sorry.
Can happen.
Yeah. You think you made, is it real story?
It's based on a true story.
It's not a real story, but it could happen.
In real life.
Right. Yes, right. Because this is a made-up story. We wrote it, we created it, but sometimes in the real life we have the same like it. We have a family and they do like whitewater adventure, the same. Okay, thank you so much, girls, for this part. I just need to jump to the your turn part. If you have the book, kindly go to the your turn. Or you can just prepare it, please, as fast as you can. On the your turn, we're gonna practice on the same idea, on the same genre of the story, okay? So please check if you can see my screen or no.
I can't see what's in this.
Sorry.
I just can't see white screen.
Okay, can you please, girls, go to page 16 in the your turn book? Page 16, your turn book. Are you ready?
Yes.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
I'm sorry, Rafuda. Question, please. Technique means a way to do something. Ya Rafuda. Thank you for your question. Technique means a way to do something. If, for example, Rafta, can you hear me? Okay, if I can say, for example, you play gymnastics, right? You're a good player in gymnastics. And you have a special technique. You as Rafta have a special technique to play gymnastics, right? Technique means a way of doing something. I hope I made it clear.
Way of doing something. Like how to do it.
Can you hear me?
A teacher.
Yes, Rafta. Did I make it clear?
Yeah.
Okay,
Thank you.
great. Thank you. Sama,
Yes.
Sama, can you please read page 16
16.
in your turn book? Yes. Page 16 in the your
Building
turn
the
book.
team. Building the team. Noah's class as a group was assigned to navigate the obstacle course. He was first in line and anxiously wondered, how can I help my team?
Good
The
job.
first task was
Sama. Perfect. Amazing. Good reader. Mila. Mila,
yes, teacher.
can you continue reading, please?
Okay.
The first task.
What?
Mila.
Um,
First task.
Teacher, I can't hear you.
Teacher, your voice is
I
not
can't.
clear.
Mila, can you read the second paragraph, please?
New turn. Oh. I can't see clear.
Can you read from your book, Mila? Page 16 in the your turn book, please. Yes, Mayula. Maria?
Obstacle course, he was first in line and anxiously wondered, how can I help my team? This first task was to walk the length of a swimming log, a foot off the ground. No, found it was easily for him to balance and reach the other side. Then
Okay,
he
great.
had
Thank
a
you, Mayula.
realization.
Good job, Mila. Maria? Bara'a?
And Maria. There are not two, maybe.
Dana?
Yes, teacher.
Hi, Maria. Can you read?
What?
Can you read, please? Then he had
What?
page 16, your turn book.
What?
Okay, Maria, until you can follow up, please. I need another girl to read. Bara'a, page 16 in the your turn book. Bara'a? Dana? Luigi?
Teacher, can I read?
Yes, Amina.
From then he had.
Yes.
Then he had a realization he could help scout or guide classmates who were less
Athletic.
athletic than he decided would be his contribution on his team. Contribution in his team.
Yes, perfect. Amazing. Good job, Amuna. I really like your reading. Thank you, dear. So again, we are repeating ourselves. How could we know that this text is realistic fiction? Bara'a. Bara'a, Dana, Habiba, and May. Can you help me to unmute your mic, please?
Yes, teacher. Yes, teacher.
Can you
I
tell us
don't hear you. Yes.
how do we know that this text is realistic fiction? What means realistic fiction?
Realistic fiction, that means it's not real story but it can happen in real life.
Is that Dana? That Dana?
What?
Is it you, Dana?
Miss, if we say this is a real story, what do we say? I don't hear you.
Excuse me, who's speaking?
No, it's not good. Yes, teacher.
Okay, that's great. Thank you so much for the really concentrated.
Teacher.
Okay, Rayana, are you
Teacher.
there? Yes?
The words is not clear to write in the book. Yes, clear.
Okay, don't worry about
I
that.
can't see anything.
I already put everything uploaded on the drive. I'm gonna check with the girls who couldn't find the link.
You didn't send for us anything.
Okay, I sent it and it's open for some and the others need help.
It's open with
You can go again on the same link after we finish the session. It's gonna work with you, inshallah. Okay, Rayana, are you there?
Yeah. Yes.
Now I'd like you, please.
Yes.
Can you read question 2?
Question 2. What gave Noah
In your turn.
confidence and an idea of how to
contribute
Pencil.
to contribute to
Miss, the 1 minute is
How to
done.
contribute?
The session is done. Time's up.
Time's up.
the session will finish at 5:15, and I am the one who can tell you the session's over or no. Okay, please girls don't interrupt. So if you can just think about this question, the last thing, and then I will give you a break for 5 minutes. What gave Noah confidence and an idea of how to contribute to his team? What gave him the confidence? Can you reread the story very quickly, just with a blink of an eye? Could you know how he get the idea to share with his friends? Rafuda?
Sure, excuse me. Just can you make something in your voice because your voice is very low.
No, it's not low.
Can I also
I
with my voice, and the other girls can hear me well, and I can hear you very well. So I'm sorry, I can't help. But my internet, I think, is working well. So you please try to fix your internet, okay, Banduna? Rafuda? Do you have an idea about how he gets the confidence to help his friends?